Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do 30 things that we want to do before 30. Obviously, Christine and I are both 21. I turned 22 in April. So we have a long time to do these, but we definitely have high goals.
Yeah, I feel like we have like normal things, but there's not enough time to do it before 30, but it's like practical. So we each picked 15 things and then we made a list on our phone, and he has 15, I have 15. I don't know what his are, but we're gonna share everything we want to do before we're 30 with you guys.
Alright, the first thing I want to do before I turn 30 is graduate college.
Good goal.
I should be done by May of 2019, but who knows?
Okay, so mine aren't in any particular order because I don't know which is most important, but my first one is to road trip the West Coast, which is something I wanted to do in like 3 months after I graduate, to do it like as a like carefree thing before I have to like go into the real world. But when you're 21, you can't rent a car at a normal price, so we have to wait until we're at least 25. But basically I just want to start in Portland and like Seattle, LA, go all the way down the West Coast and like make my way to like Utah and Arizona and stuff like that. So that's something I definitely want to do before I'm like 27, let alone 30.
The second thing is to visit every continent.
How many more do you have to go to?
So I've done obviously North America and I've been to Europe. So Africa, Asia, South America, Oceania, and then Antarctica, which would be the hardest because mostly that's just science expeditions, but going to every continent would be so amazing.
My second one is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I want to like especially get into it this year, but mostly before I'm 30, is to create an online store. I wanted to do it for so long. I just say I don't have the time when I probably do, but I have like a lot of ideas in my head and like the start of a business plan because that's what I went to school for. So I have an idea of everything. I just have to like put everything down on paper, actually get started and like invest in doing something like that. Mostly want to do that within the first 6 months after I graduate because that's
before the loans start.
Yeah, because that's when I'll have the most time.
Alright, my third thing is something that I bang on about it all the time, but I again just don't have the time to do it. And that's to learn another language. I took Spanish all throughout high school and I've actually taken a lot of Spanish in college, but if you don't stay on top of it, it just goes away. Honestly, I'd just love to be like dropped in the middle of Spain or Mexico and have to figure it out for myself. Yeah.
My next one is to get married because I feel like before 30 is like a good time to like settle down and have your life together.
Yeah. My fourth thing is again another thing. It's just I don't want to do it, but I should, and now it's like before 30 I really need to do it, and that's like to start going to the gym and like just start running. And now since I'm taking this semester off, I definitely think that this semester will be the one that I actually start doing it.
My next one is to go to a drive-in movie, which I've been to a few times before, but I was really little. I was like under 12, and I just want to go in like a truck and like have a blow-up mattress in the back and like have a bunch of blankets and have like a blanket for it and just like watch a movie. But I'm not really a movie person, so I mean,
you'd be bored by the 5th minute.
It'll be hard to like find a movie that I genuinely want to like go watch, but I think that'd be so fun because you can like bring a bunch of snacks and just like lay there.
Alright, my fifth thing is similar to what you said, but I'd like to drive across the whole country. We live in the Northeast, so like then drive like maybe the Chicago route up to like the north, like Seattle, and then down to LA, and then back down across like the real south, like through Texas and New Orleans, and then back up. My
next one is to have a job that I love because I feel like I've struggled with like finding things that I genuinely like to do because I get bored of things so easily, and I just like don't have that one thing that I'm super passionate about. So I feel like finding a job that I'm like happy to go to every morning and I feel like I actually like make a difference in the company, that's something I like really want to do. Alright,
my sixth thing to do is to skydive. I really want to do it. I don't think it's dangerous.
No.
But I like that adrenaline stuff. I'm not afraid of heights or anything, so
like
I would easily jump out of a plane.
The thing I would be most afraid of is like the initial like jump, but like being in the air and like making my way to the ground, I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But like jumping,
the hardest part is actually probably jumping out of the plane.
My next one is to adopt a cat. I had the same cat growing up for like 15 years of my whole entire life, and he passed away almost a year ago.
Alright, my seventh thing is I really want to ski the Alps. I've skied everywhere the East Coast, but I would love to go ski somewhere over in Europe where the mountains are actually bigger.
My next one is to ride first class. When my cousin got married like a year ago, one of their wedding presents was first class tickets to, I think, California, and I think that would just be so cool. Even if it were somewhere like within a few hours, like somewhere on the East Coast, just to like even be in first class for 2 hours, I feel like that'd be cool.
Just to feel big and bougie. My next thing is, I'm not even like a huge music person or like him specifically, but I just feel like seeing Eminem in concert is like just like seeing like a legend of the industry.
My next thing is to do volunteer work. Like, I don't want to do something small like working at like a soup kitchen or something, but I would like love to fly somewhere and like build homes or like do something like that where I'm out of my element and I'm forced to like learn how other people live and like help me understand like the little things in life to be grateful for. I think that'd be really cool to like actually make a big difference in like multiple families' lives.
Like a mission trip.
Yeah.
My 9th thing would be to like use ancestry.com. I talk about this all the time, but I think it would be really cool to like do one of those DNA tests and see what percentage I am of what nationality. And I think it would be really cool to like actually identify with something, because like you have Americans that are like, oh, I'm Italian, oh, I'm French, or I'm Hispanic, but like I don't really have that. My heritage is from everywhere, so I'd like to know like what I actually am.
My next one is to own a home. Definitely before 30, I want to like stop renting and actually like call a house my own and do whatever I want to. I think that'd be really cool.
My 10th thing is to go to a final, like whether it be like a World Cup final or a Champions League final. I got to go to an MLS semi-final this year, but actually going to like the next level I think would be just an amazing atmosphere, and especially if I get to like, World Cups are obviously always destination, even though the 2026 may be in the US, but going somewhere just for one huge game would be incredible.
My next one is to go on a safari. I think that it would be so cool to like sit in a little buggy and just be like driving around and like animals, like elements, and like not come near me because that's scary, but to like, I don't know, just like experience that.
Giraffe sticking its head in.
Yeah, like that stuff kind of scares me. When I was little, we went to a zoo where you like, drove through, and a giraffe came near the window and I like started freaking out and crying in like 2nd grade. But I feel like I've matured since then, so I could handle it.
My 11th thing is to be on The Amazing Race. It is probably my life dream to actually like travel the world in the competition, whether it be with my dad or with Christine. And I think like being under that pressure of figuring out traveling and figuring out puzzles and games would be one of the best experiences of my life.
My next one is to go on like a remote vacation, fly somewhere, stay in like this really nice place, have like the activities and amenities that like a normal like resort has, but like to myself, and not like have a phone at all, not have to contact any of my family or anything. As bad as that sounds, I just want to be like stress-free and like do my own thing, not have a schedule to follow, like have everything prepaid for, and just like go to dinner whenever I'm hungry, go swim in the pool whenever I want, like not have to follow a specific schedule at all.
Yeah, just have no electronics, no outside world.
Not have to worry about a single thing. Literally
really
just
cool.
like worry about yourself.
My 12th thing is something again that we've talked about before, but I would love to just walk into an airport with my bag and from that point pick a random flight.
That'd be cool.
And just go anywhere.
How do you know what to pack for?
You just pack for everything,
What do
bring
you
a
pack?
swimsuit, bring a jacket, just figure it out when you get there. Fly to a European city, and then from there, like a big European airport, and then from there, just like pick a random flight.
I feel like you'd get your most options out of that too.
Yeah.
My next one is something I've mentioned before, and like something I've like planned on doing on like our honeymoon or something, but is to ride in a helicopter. I think it'd be cool because it's like very personal and small, and like I feel like you get like a detailed tour of like an area by flying in a helicopter.
And see a lot more, maybe.
Like at sunset or at night or something when like there's
Sunset
city
would
lights.
be really cool.
Yeah.
Over a city or like a landscape. My 13th thing is to work for a soccer club somewhere, whether it be like an MLS team or somewhere in Europe. I'd love to like be involved in the inner workings of what goes on day in, day out, match days, and all parts of it really.
My next thing is to race in sand dunes. I've seen this on TV before. For my senior project, we had to pick something we've never done before to try, and I chose be involved in like racing cars, but sadly I ended up not being able to do it because of the cost and because of the time of year. Little just like racing, they're not even four-wheelers, I don't know what they're called, but to be like racing in sand dunes and going over hills and stuff, I just like going fast. You know, I like the adrenaline of that, being in control and doing everything. everything.
Somewhere in like in Africa or like,
or even in the desert and like near California.
Arizona.
Yeah.
My 14th thing kind of goes with my last one, but like just to live in a foreign country. Like I always talk about moving to England, but even getting a job in France or Italy or Germany, like having a different culture experience, I think would be amazing for like human growth.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Being like out of your element and like doing things.
Out of your comfort zone and just having to figure it out.
My next thing is something that I've always wanted to do, but it's obviously not the easiest thing, is to learn how to invest. I want to like just like put money aside into something and watch it grow, but not like pay somebody to do it for me. Like I want to like learn the terms, learn how, like be in control of it, know when to take my money out. Even if it's like a little project or something, like obviously when you're buying a house, that's an investment, but I want to like take money and invest it in something like wise. That's important, but like also not fun, but like.
All right, my last thing, hopefully the technology is there before I'm 30, but I definitely want to do it before I die, is like take one of those flights that goes out of the atmosphere and like into space. Like I don't want to be an astronaut or like walk on the moon or anything, but they have those flights that can go into space just so you can see the Earth from space, and then like they come back down, and if that becomes economical, but before I'm 30 or before I die, I think doing that would be absolutely amazing.
Sounds so scary. My final thing would be to become like good at cooking, but not like your average cooking. Not like roasting a chicken and like having some nice potatoes and asparagus on the side. Like not necessarily even taking cooking classes, but like be good at like making things from scratch, but like not from reading a recipe. Like just like genuinely becoming good at cooking, knowing what goes good together, knowing like how long particular things take to cook, like
not having to use measuring cups.
Yeah, like your dad like throws spices in a bag and like everything tastes good. Like I just want to learn how, but not like easy things, not like making like a boneless chicken. Like I want to make like nice, yummy, like filling, but like healthy, like
full meals.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That'd be great. Then you could cook for me.
So that is it for the 30 things we want to do before we're 30, or at least in our lifetime. If you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe so that you can see more of the videos that we post.
Hopefully they will be updating on our lists, and when we achieve things we can show you guys
and bring you along and like vlog everything. If you like this video, make sure you like and check out the rest of our videos on our channel, and stay tuned for more. There's definitely more videos coming your way. So thanks for watching.
Until next time.